Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. Oops, sorry. She's she's butting in. Anyway, I don't remember if I answered your message. I'm sorry. Yeah, I take everybody in order, and I have so many messages. I can't keep track of who I can't always keep track of who I return, or I spend a lot of time returning messages. So anyway, I've got work to do, so I had to keep going. So everybody's on a list. Everybody's in order. You know the drill here, but just remember, sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. This is not an exact science. We just communicate the best way we can. We're going to see what Mom has to say. What does she do? She's knitting, crocheting, knitting. I see knitting needles, knitting a baby blanket, knitting something for a small child, an infant. She's knitting. And even if Mom did not knit, she's making something for a baby that just got here, a baby that's coming. She's preparing or has prepared. I can't tell if it's before or after yet. She, okay, she's saying, yes, I knew I was sick. Deep down, didn't want to admit it, didn't want to acknowledge it, but I knew. I knew. Didn't want to face it. And the way she's saying it, it's like, I'm not sure she knew it on a conscious level. She that may not make sense. She knew in her gut. She knew something was wrong. She knew that maybe like she just wanted to keep on living her life and didn't want to admit it to herself, maybe. Didn't Okay, she says she felt like if she admitted it and put it out there and accepted it, that would make it real and that would make it happen. I hope that makes sense. She loves you very much. Uh-oh. I'm getting in trouble. She's tapping her foot very impatiently, one foot very impatiently, because she's mad at me for taking so long. I get my ass eaten out on the other side all the time for something. She says, "How dare you make my baby be impatient?" It's not unusual for me to get in trouble. Up there and down here. Okay, I'm not sure what she means. She says, I want you to play your cards in life. I want you to play your card. And it's like she's holding some cards fanned out, but there's one sticking up a little higher than the other ones. And it's like she's got cards fanned out like this, but there's one out here like this. She says, I want you to play your card in life. Okay, how's she supposed to know which card? She said the one you feel in your gut. I hate it when we're vague. She says she knows it's something about going down a dirt road. I don't know if she means literally go down a real dirt road or if she means like, okay, going back to your roots, Going back to something you started a long time ago. Going back to something you didn't have the confidence to go forward with or resources to go forward with. Okay, I don't know where she's going with this. Something that you wanted to do before, somehow you didn't think you could accomplish that. I'm not sure what she means by the dirt road. Hang on. Okay, so I don't know if this is something that you've done or something you'd like to do. Let's say you're driving, and instead of being in the really, really busy highway, like in the middle of town with all the horns honking and the smog and stuff, and I don't even know what part of the country you live in, going out down a dirt road, cranking the music up, being by yourself, looking at the cows in the field and the trees, and I don't know where you live. I don't know if you can get to cows and trees, and rolling the window down and smelling the fresh air. She's talking about that feeling, that total feeling of freedom. Number one, she wants you to do it. Number two, she wants you, whatever this thing was that you kind of put by the wayside, that's the feeling that it will give you. That's when you think of it or when you wanted to do it, that's the feeling that you got from it. She wants you to go back, pick that up, and start working towards it. I just heard the strangest noise in my kitchen. It's, I may have to go look. It sounded like something electrical buzzing, like maybe something shorting out. Like if you stick something in a socket and it's going bzzz, bzzz. God, that was bad. It did it like 3 times. Anytime something happens while I'm doing a reading, it's for the person I'm reading for. It's kind of a scary noise. I've never heard a noise like that ever around my kitchen, so I probably ought to go look. But anyway, I don't see any smoke rolling out of my kitchen, and there's always smoke when I'm cooking. Or if you have one of those really big horse flies in it, no, it wasn't even like that, and it gets trapped in some and it bzzz, bzzz. This sounded electrical, so watch for that. Listen for that. I don't know if that's a warning because it scared the hell out of me. I don't know if that's a warning for you. It came out of my kitchen over by my coffee pot. That's where it sounded like it was from. And the coffee pot is plugged in. So, but whenever you hear that noise, also, it's a sign from her. I don't know how to describe it any better. Anyway, when you get it, make sure you tell her you love her, validate her, ask her to bring you more signs, but also check your stuff in your kitchen just in case. Like I always unplug the toaster, I leave it unplugged. I've had a friend whose house burned down by that. So that was a big deal. She says somebody, and it's a male. I feel like it's a little bit older male. Kind of tells you, and we're going back to you going back and doing this thing. Tells you, no, you need to follow this safe path you're on. I don't know if you work. If you do, it would be like a job or something. I don't know why I did that with my hands. I don't know if your mom ever did that because I never do this. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, or if it's the people in the steeple in the church and the. But anyway, where's it going? Oh, the older male, and Somebody's not really hard, not in a bad way, but they're making you feel like, okay, you're on a safe path and you need to keep doing this mundane thing because it's safe and maybe it's bringing you in an income or whatever it's doing for you right now in your life. And she said that's not where you need to be. Not where you need to be. Even if this other thing is a hobby, just take steps towards it. Just if you do it part-time, if you do it on the weekend, take steps towards whatever that is. Mom's insisting on it. So this older male is not doing this in a bad way. He's doing it trying to keep you safe and steady and I want to say boring. Maybe you're bored to tears with whatever you're doing right now. You need to go to the thing where you feel like you're driving down that dirt road with the windows down and the radio blaring. I like it. That sounds like me. You'd be surprised how it changes once you open up to that. I literally had to pause this and go check in my kitchen and make sure nothing was on fire. Check my outlets. So she's sitting in a chair and did somebody just get a new puppy? Somebody's getting a puppy. I'm seeing she's in a rocking chair and she's got a blanket. Looks like the blanket that she just made. And something similar to that anyway. It looks like a knitted blanket. And she's sitting in the chair and she's got it in her lap and she's got in this and a puppy pops its head up out of there and it doesn't have to be the exact dog, but it looks tannish colored with ears like my grandson's dog is what it looks like. And its ears come down like this and it's got black around its ears, which so Millie has. So I don't know if she's just showing me a picture of her grandson's puppy. Show me it's a puppy, but it's little and she's got it. She's loving it in her lap. So, okay, now she's in your kitchen and she just keeps talking about this sweet, sweet, sweet smell. Sweet smell. Usually they'll give me an indication like if it's perfume or food or I almost feel like it's a smell of some kind of flowers. I hear lilacs. And then she says when the lilacs bloom. The sweet smell of lilacs, but then when the lilacs bloom. Something's coming when the lilacs bloom. And you'll be ready. She's not saying what it is. She's showing putting a halo on your head. Maybe when you were younger, like in a school play or something, maybe you were a little angel in the Christmas program or something. But she also, it's like a memory and it's also, that's how she feels about you, that you are an angel. She says, beautiful angel. The halo's kind of sitting back. Instead of being like above your head, though, it's kind of sitting back here on the back of your head. But it actually looks like like if you take one of those glow necklaces, that cost like $1 from Walmart, and it almost, but it's glowing. It's got this like silver glow that radiates out of it. Okay, now she's showing you, like in a field of flowers, it's not the halo that you have on now, but it's a ring of flowers with streamers coming down out of it. You almost look like in a long flowing white dress, you almost look like a hippie or something. I don't even know how to explain this. No shoes on, and you're just free. You're just, I don't know where she's going with this. It's a little different. I don't know why she's showing this, but they never waste a message. There's always a reason. But they don't always tell everything either, which is frustrating. I love you. You are my perfect little angel. Just remember that. So when you're standing there and you look up and you reach your hand up and you're talking to her, she hears going like this, and you're talking to her. She hears you, and you should feel, what is she doing? When you reach your arm up, it's almost like you can feel the energy coming down through your arm when she touches you on the other end of your hand. So you feel her around you. Now there's all these white feathers coming down. Definitely a different reading. So when you find those white feathers, and I mean, if you go out under a tree and there's a nest and there's a bunch of white feathers, that doesn't count. It's when they pop up and walk through my dining room one day and all of a sudden there was one stuck in my shoe. I walked through here 10 times. Where did it come from? I mean, it's those feathers. Or I'll get out of my car and walk into my spot, and right smack in my dab will be a feather. It's those feathers. It's like they're raining down like rain around you. So you should be getting a bunch of those. If you have it, you will. You know she's there. You know she is. She kisses you on the back of the neck. This is my left side, kind of over here on the side. So that should feel like a warmth or tingling or a bug crawling or hair on you or something that you can't brush off. I'm sure. You also feel her walk behind you. You can feel her energy walk behind you. That's what she's doing right now. And then she came back and she stood at my back, which is usually where can talk. Archangel Michael usually stands at my back. So she's got your back covered. She's also showing like somebody with a. It's almost like when you do it in a wedding, and you have the little basket, and you get the rose petals, and so you're gonna find individual rose petals in different places too. She's letting you know she's around, and I think you know it. I think you already know all this. I'm getting that noise in my kitchen again. My coffee pot isn't blowing up. Watch for that noise because it repeated. It's scary. So, she's not worried about anybody around you. She wants to concentrate this reading on you. And she says you don't need to worry about those people around you. You need to concentrate on you. This isn't about, She said, actually, most of your life isn't about all them. It's about you. And she wants you to think about that. She says, work on you, and what you do will radiate out to them. Instead of you going to grab them and trying to pull them in, let what you have and what you do radiate out and touch them. Let it go to them. Then they will be drawn to you. And I've got your back. She says, I love you with all my heart, but you already know that. I don't know what she's trying to show me. Hang on. Trying to show me something. I think she's trying to show your path. Usually they'll show me a straight path and there'll be like a big house at the end or something. That's whatever your goal is. But it's like there's a path over here and there's a big wooden door. And big, heavy wooden door. And you open it and you look in there and you go, no. And you slam it shut. She says, as you should. I think there's a person behind this door. So whoever's behind this door, it's off your path. It's over here. And when I felt the door first. Felt this big, heavy wooden door, and it was like, ew. No, that doesn't feel good. What the heck is over here? So there's somebody behind that door. You open it, you peek at them, and you go, nah, and you shut the door. And you come back to this path. So ask her for help. She can help. She can put people in your path. She can give you the little nudges. She can it can nudge people to step into your path that you need for the next step. And then they might be there for a little bit, and then there'll be another one come for the next step. So that's why people fall in and out of your life, because they step in for that portion of your life. And I don't know why she's wanting me to explain this, so I just am. And then they fall away because they've served their purpose. You have grown past them, and then there'll be somebody for the next step. It will take you that much further. Some stay to the end of your life, but not usually. These people usually just fall away because you've outgrown them. Don't know why she wanted you to hear that. Okay, we're done. Okay. She's leaving with a balloon, but she's not showing me if it is a birthday balloon. It is. She turned it around. It's got birthday on the other side. Somebody's birthday either just happened or is just about to happen. She's acknowledging that. And she's she's kind of leaving like Mary Poppins or something. I think that's who it was. Grabbed the balloons and floated up. I don't know if you guys sent her a balloon and had something tied to it, because she's floating up with it. So that might be what she's showing. Not 100%. Try not to cram something in and make it fit when it shouldn't. Okay, my dear. Thanks for being patient. I'm always booked up for at least a week or so. Usually, I'm trying to get caught up so I can do them a lot quicker. All right. Much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. See you later.